I don't know if from here. Yeah, I think that's right. You, Jaime? How many times have you been bothered by racial discrimination? How many times have you suffered or upset because of racial inequality? If your answer is yes, I have a good news for you. Two good news. The first one is there is an organization called National Center for Race Amity. The purpose of this organization is to help, to encourage everyone across all races to have harmony, collaboration, cooperation, understanding. It helps, the purpose of it, to establish a society, an inclusive society, where everybody's, all the races, opinions, and being presence is welcome. They work in harmony together. Good understanding between everybody, regardless of race. My second good news is that there is a day as a Race Amity Day. When is it? It is the second Sunday of June. So 2024, when is the second Sunday of June? Yes, this coming Sunday is the Race Amity Day. And different race amities group all around the United States are celebrating this day. Last year, it was celebrated here in Pinellas County. The Race Amity Group for Pinellas County celebrated in the Baha'i Center. This coming Sunday, they will celebrate again, the same place. Baha'i Center, if you don't know, it is located off Gulf to Bay. If you are going from here to the beaches, and take Gulf to Bay, it is on your right side between McMullen Wood and Highway. I can give the address, whoever is interested. How did it start? I was very curious because last year, for the first time, I attended this celebration. It started in 2010 by William Smith, who is an advocate for race unity. And a year later, in 2011, Massachusetts passed a legislation to recognize second Sunday of June as a Race Amity. This Race Amity Day helped to organize different events, and to bring awareness of race amity in our nation. I was curious to see how this race amity subject, conference, and so on started. What is the history behind it? So in ChatGPT showed me everything. You go to ChatGPT, it helps you. It showed me that it started in 1900s, and Baha'i community had a big role on it, because the principle of Baha'i faith is oneness of humanity and elimination of all kinds of prejudices, including racial prejudice. Back then, in 1921, they organized a conference of race amity conference in Washington, D.C. in 1921, where Black and white can be together and discuss about elimination of prejudice. Back then, when the segregation was very intense, black and white. So it was really groundbreaking, but it happened and it led to where we are today. At this time, I like to acknowledge two figures that had big role in race amity. Back in 1921, when the conference of race amity happened in Washington, D.C., two people had big participation and contribution. One of them was Agnes Parsons. She was a big philanthropist, very rich lady. From both husband and father side, she was placed high in Washington, D.C. She and her husband was circulated by a presidential cabinet, and she was passionate to help her community. She was a Christian scientist, and later on she learned about Baha'i faith, and she had a big contribution in this. Another person that I like to acknowledge is Louis Gregory. He was a lawyer, and back then he was part of an elite group of educated African Americans. Kudos to people who are helping our community to get better and better. Maybe we cannot do big things like what we did, but we can do small. So I really encourage you to do whatever you can do, even if it is small.
Thank you, Jelly. That was awesome. We appreciate you. Okay, as we move on to the next portion of your video, so make it famous. All right, next feedback. The commencement cap is or called